grinding compounds off of here, so I'm not just putting that down the sink. But I wanted to show you the next little load that's running through the tumbler here. Now, I'm being really experimental, so once again I mixed hard and soft stones, all different strengths of stones together. This is just a little door screen matting that I attached to it was a wooden box, and I knocked the bottom out of it and stapled that on there. It's a good little rinse screen. I wanted to show you, things change. This is what these are looking like right now. You can see through the crystal back on that. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's it, eating away all of the soft rock. And leaving just this much so far. All different types. Threw in some big chunks of calcitiny. Wanted to see how it would turn out. These are all those little agates that we gathered off of Stinson Beach. And they're all turning out different. This wasn't really an agate, but it comes with it. Might be a type of agate, but it's, cloudy. But I really like the layers in it, and the shape of it even. And it's turning out pretty cool for being earth tones. You can see it's almost basically a jasper agate, These are all turning out pretty cool. You can see they're semi-see-through, kind of moss agate, except for it doesn't really hit moss patterns as much as just some cool inclusions. Hoping to get some sunsets and some clouds out of there as it gets clearer and clearer. And some different blue stones and green stones. The church quartz mix. Let's see what else. I'll show you these all when they're polished back up. This is just the first round. And then, oh yeah, some of these were the carnelians that me and my dad had gathered up. Just calcitiny that it took on the orange. This one actually got a little less orange as it gets opened up. There's another piece. I'm gonna have to go ahead and cut and break some stones. Just about exhausted all of our small ones so far that were already broken by water and nature. Now we gotta start reducing their size ourselves. This one's pretty cool because it took away a lot of the soft rock and just left the core, and you could see down into it. You look from that side and see what you're looking into, but I think that's kind of awesome how that's all that's left. And I don't want to go too far, so I might pull this one out and this one out because they're darn close. I don't really want to round them anymore. I'm not that worried about rounding down their shape, so I might wait till we're just getting down to the polishing steps, when it's just about making the stone shiny. And I really like this one. You can see it took it down to where all of the orange stone that was stuck onto it is gone. Almost gone. That'd probably come off with the polishing. But it left a little rounded pattern. See that? So I'm thinking if I could take the Dremel and use some of their polishing compound on the little bopper wheel, my little rotary tool, then I might just try and put the polish on that. It's got a nice natural shape, but you could even make it more diamond-like and make that a pendant. So it took it down to just being a layer. Okay, those go back in the bowl, and you will see them when they are finished in just a second. And it has been another week. So one of these has been to the final polish, and it'll get run for 2 more days after we reveal it right now. And get some soap put on it to clean off the fine polish that we just ran it through. So let's take them inside, rinse them out. Here's our little rinse screen, and away we go. I get to show you the end of the tumbler. This is our second main load that's gone all the way through. So what's in here is soap. Should be soap. Yeah, that's soap. So and the little burnishing balls, and that's just to scrub off the last of the finest polishing powder. There they are. Really good. Well, it's in our little sifter here. Yeah, and that was 12 more hours on top of the 5 steps that it already is, with a week or so in between each one of those. These are a bunch of agates that we got from Stinson Beach. Pieces of carnelian looking agate material that I gathered with my dad. Some more pieces of Dry Creek carnelian, or not carnelian, chalcedony, excuse me. They turned out pretty cool. You guys don't stop, I'll give you a good look at them. Here they all are. We'll set them out by their kind a little bit. Let them dry. These are all pieces from a trip that filmed. It's on Quest for Details that we took with my dad to a little vineyard and picked out, it's basically carnelian or an orange-red agate. And then these are all Stinson agates, which had a lot of white to them, a lot of chalk, which is their host rock still stuck on them and in them, but they also have a lot of black inclusions, like a fake moss agate or something. I'm excited, there's a lot of those. I'm turning up while I gather them up. Awesome. Well, there's the gloss on the agates and the color. You can see they range from gray all the way up, and some of them really actually have some nice reds to them and stuff, or blushes of peach. And then look at the inclusions. I'll give you some close-ups. Little galaxies in there. And peaches. That's not in this video. Okay. Yep, so that was basically everything that I gathered up on those metal detecting trips out there. And I was picking up agates as I went, but they were really way more rough. God, I cannot see. Yeah, those are beautiful. And that's totally dry, so they have a pretty good luster now. These started off real rough. These were all broken pieces. And these are just from the clay dirt of a Napa Valley vineyard. There's actually a lot of it everywhere I've ever dug down into the yellow clay. And just wow. This piece is pretty awesome. The littler ones came out with some real distinctive color too. Almost amber. And that is beautiful. This one's got all kinds of little patterning to it. Great way to display your stones, get light to fall into them. These are just different experimental finds that we put through there. So this is some local green. This one, not sure what to call it really, just a type of agate. This one came out pretty cool. The fine polish got stuck in a lot of its cracks and crevices, so it wasn't very, it didn't take to a polish as well as some, just a lot of fractures. And like this one, no matter how much you polish it down, it's just not going to be the type of stone that actually polishes up. This is just another experimental. Its colors are really soft and pastel grays and light greens. Here's some stronger greens here. That one was pretty pure. The more pure they are, the less cracks they have, the less stuff gets stuck in them. Nice little pendant stones. This came out awesome. See if I can get the detail on that. We gotta clean it up some more, but it polished down to where you can look inside the little cavities and see the inner druzy. And there's another little pocket there, and yet removed all of the outside, all of its host rock, and any rind that was left. So it's absolutely see-through. Well, not crystal clear, but as clear as this particular stone is going to get. One side's smooth, and then what I would face out if it was a pendant, just all cavities of druzy. I think it's kind of like a little crystal heart with its insides revealed. It's pretty awesome. This is another, this is Dry Creek. That's Dry Creek outside of Middletown, found and polished now. Those are Middletown stones. A lot of these are local Lake County or Napa County stones. This one you can see the water lines inside of it and the crystal core. But I like the staining. And where before this would have been rough and you couldn't look through there, now you can get the windows down into it, and with the human eye even more than the lens, see all the inner inclusions and things trapped inside. That's probably going to be my favorite. Love that. Oh, here's this one. Look at that. Look at the inside of that one. Whole worlds in there. So soon, let me know if we want to do giveaways with things like these. This one needs to be cleaned out a lot more in the middle, but came out to a really beautiful separation between it was already polished down druzy on the back of this, and it even took to more of a polish. So if you can see that, those are a bunch of crystal cells. It's pretty cool in itself, but then there's a line with water lines, the flow lines in there, and then the clear of it, and then it has what would be a little open mouth, but it's still dirty with the polish. If you turn it this way, you can see there's stuff inside of it also. It came out okay. Same thing with this. This was a quartz crystal I threw in there. It came out okay. This is another piece of calcitony, and it was already way polished down, and it cleaned it up. I think it has a really cool looking surface now. And then, I don't know if it's too bright out here, but you can see the crystal core and the layers to it. And then it goes all the way around, so it's just a nice clean slab with its outsides taken off. And yeah, that was that load. I'll go ahead and show you some more of these shots right at the end here. And you can decide if you want to watch or not. But I do like to include them in case you want to look at every single one with me. Other than that, thank you for joining me for another little experiment and pulling things out of the dirt. And you know, these is tradable goods, pieces of future art projects, giveaway for anybody who's interested. And we'll see you on the next quest for treasure. Thanks for joining me. you liked the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button below. Helps the quest for details grow. I appreciate the support. And if you double click the bell icon next to it, you'll get a notification each time we put out a new video.